Starts now.
Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 5. I'm Nate Myhawk. The city of Rhinelander will choose a new mayor tomorrow. That's after 4 years with Chris Fredrickson at the helm. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson tells us how he's reflecting on his final days.
4 years ago, Chris Fredrickson did something very rare. He won an election as a write-in candidate. This improbable start was just the beginning of unforeseen challenges.
We had Petco close, which was one of our largest employers, which also covered a lot of the health care, but we transitioned those people into new jobs. We've had COVID, which was really hard. We had a large rate of retirements.
Rhinelander was one of the first communities in north central Wisconsin to discover PFAS chemicals in its water. In 2019, the city shut down 2 wells.
So when it comes to the negative effects of PFAS and then the next generation chemicals, being aware that we need to be proactive in understanding where they are.
Recently, Fredrickson was part of a team that worked with Senator Tammy Baldwin to secure $1.6 million to address PFAS in the city. It's one of the many things Fredrickson is proud of.
Some of the things I've accomplished was one is listening to the people again. We've had listening sessions. We've had 6-month goals by our department heads so that the council gets to hear them.
Fredrickson knows there's a lot of unfinished business, but he says he's excited for a new role in the community.
I'll be a part of Rhinelander just as a citizen and as a citizen advocate.
Fredrickson also plans to rest for a while. As he hands off the baton, Fredrickson believes the next mayor is in good hands.
The future holds a lot of things for Rhinelander. A lot of things have been set in motion. We have a strong team here. We have strong groups of department heads. That's one of the things I aimed to build, was that they could have their voice heard and the people would hear it.
Reporting for Newswatch 12 in Rhinelander, I'm Morgan Johnson.
The spring elections will be taking place tomorrow. You can visit myvote.wi.gov to find your polling location. Jeff, I got to be honest with you. If there's a mayor running on the No Snowstorms in April campaign, they've got my vote. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, 3.4 inches of snow today, but hold on to your 4-letter words because on Wednesday, rainfall is on the way, and then by the weekend, 50s are back in the forecast. Out there now, though, we're melting some snow with temperatures hanging out basically in the 30s to low 40s out there. Right now, we'll have lows tonight, though, slightly below freezing. You know what that means, right? All the slush out there right now will likely refreeze again tonight. Lots of clouds out there currently. They'll begin to break up a little bit today, but we got some issues over to the west of us, right over here. In slow motion, right? That's our next system, bringing us rainfall late tomorrow night, throughout the day Wednesday. That rain could look heavy on Wednesday, and then changing over to a little bit of snow on Thursday. Not a big snow, followed by a big warm front on the way this weekend. Our forecast then for tonight, though, is mostly cloudy skies and partly cloudy skies with low temperatures down near 28. Your full forecast is coming up. Nate.
Thank you, Jeff. Police have arrested a man they say destroyed computer data at the health center in Lac du Flambeau. David Ramsey was the financial manager of the Peter Christensen Health Center, a tribal government entity owned by the Lac du Flambeau Band of Lake Superior Chippewa Indians. According to police, Ramsey was fired from the health center on March 30th, but then was allowed back to his office for the purpose of retrieving personal items. A witness says she observed Ramsey access his work computer and start deleting files. Police say that Ramsey deleted more than 1,000 internal files, and he was arrested the next day. Ramsey appeared in Vilas County Court today and is scheduled to be in court again on May 5th. A missing hiker was found dead near Potato River Falls in Iron County. Dr. Kelsey Musgrove from Middleton was reported missing on Wednesday when she did not return from a hike. Her last contact was that she had reached Potato River Falls, which is about 20 miles west of Hurley. Middleton police then contacted the Iron County Sheriff's Office, who began an extensive ground, air, and water search. Just before noon yesterday, her body was found. An investigation of the death is ongoing, but no foul play is suspected. Many of Wisconsin's protected bird species are being attacked by reckless hunters. The Raptor Education Group Incorporated, or REGI, admitted 2 birds that had been intentionally shot. One, a peregrine falcon shot in New London. The second is an adult bald eagle that was shot in Colfax. Last year, there was a significant increase in shootings of protected protected native avian species with 32 shootings. 12 of those were bald eagles, 8 were trumpeter swans, as well as rough-legged hawks and many other protected species. Reggie is offering $3,000 for any information that might lead to an arrest. State officials confirmed a second case of the avian influenza in Wisconsin, this time in a backyard flock in Rock County. The virus is highly contagious and often fatal to birds. It also costs the poultry industry billions of dollars, but a research lab at the University of Wisconsin is working to stop that spread. Professor Adele Talat is leading his team in the development of a new vaccine, one that prevents flu spread among the birds. He was quoted saying, "If we stop the cycle in birds, we can protect humans from getting the avian flu." The lab is in the testing phase of the vaccine process. It will still be a couple of years before the vaccine goes to market, and the lab is looking for a commercial partner to make that happen. The CDC says the virus is not a cause for public health concern and does not pose a food safety risk. Today is the start of Wisconsin Tornado and Severe Weather Awareness Week. And this week is a great opportunity to touch bases with your family and also to create an emergency plan if you need to. Wisconsin averages 23 tornadoes per year, and the National Weather Service confirmed 41 tornadoes had touched down in Wisconsin in 2021. While the busiest time of the year for tornadoes is typically during the spring and summer months, they can happen at any time of the year. Therefore, it's important to have multiple ways to receive alerts about severe weather. Outdoor warning sirens, a NOAA weather radio, local media, and smartphone apps are all important tools. Dawn Robinson, the Emergency Management Program Assistant, says it's important to create an emergency plan.
So look at what your plans are. If you don't have a plan already in place, start creating one now. It's never too late to do so.
She also says to know where designated shelters are located at home, at work, and at school, and also to be ready to go when there is a tornado warning issued.
Just make sure that when you're doing your preparedness planning, everyone in your household knows what your plan is and practice it.
On April 7th, the state of Wisconsin will be having statewide tornado drills at 1:45 in the afternoon and then again at 6:45. If any threatening weather is present on April 7th, the test may be postponed to the following day. Any date changes will be announced on readywisconsin.wi.gov. Senator Ron Johnson visited a town hall in Madison to talk to voters and address concerns from parents about being cut out of discussions with schools. Will Keneally has more on this meeting.
It's kind of the 800-pound gorilla in the room to a certain extent.
That question, parental involvement in schools. The parents Johnson spoke with say they are largely being cut out.
One of the big problems is that you don't have opportunities for interactive discussion with school board.
Johnson said there's not much he can do policy-wise. Again, these are largely discussions happening locally at school board meetings. Still, he pushed for parental involvement.
I don't think you should be having to give away your parental rights when you send your children to public school.
Johnson was also critical of policies for trans students, policies that would allow a student to come out privately to a teacher and not inform a parent.
The parents are the ones that love the children. The parents are the ones that, need to be consulted on anything. They need to be informed. You can't be doing things behind parents' back.
He had previously called trans students using a women's bathroom, quote, creepy.
I really don't understand this. Where did all the issues of gender dysphoria come up? We want to do everything we can help them, but where did that all begin to be pushed so hard without parental involvement?
That was Will Keneally reporting. Teachers are often caught up in difficult situations, but what happens when a teacher ends up caught in a war? We'll find out after Weather with Jeff right here on Newswatch 12.
I think RVA is doing an excellent job of preparing the kids for college. My daughter, who's a junior, is going to start college classes, and she could graduate with almost a full associate's degree.
I think the one thing that people should know about RVA is how well-rounded it is with all the extra things that they can do, not only through school, but through student council and National Honor Society.
The teachers are the best, and the students in RVA are really helpful. I think it's a great program.
Carpet City. Come to Carpet City Flooring Center's biggest sale ever and receive free carpet installation along with an additional $300, $600, or even $1,000 of savings on all flooring products and sale prices. That's right, free carpet installation and an additional savings of up to $1,000 on top of the sale prices. See why contractors and designers only choose Carpet City Flooring Center for their flooring needs.
Our prices will floor you.
Do you have sleep apnea? Struggling with your CPAP? Ditch the mask and let New Horizon Sleep Solutions help you achieve your best night's sleep. Dr. James Block is your expert in oral appliance therapy, a simple, comfortable treatment for snoring and sleep apnea. If you have a CPAP machine that you're struggling to use, consider oral appliance therapy to improve your sleep and protect your health. Call today to schedule a complimentary consultation appointment and wake up to a new horizon in sleep apnea treatment.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Welcome back, my friends. Well, how do we feel about this? 3.4 inches of snow today in Rhinelander. The clouds stuck around. It's kind of cool for early parts of April, but tomorrow will bring like a little bit of sunshine followed by a heavy rain on Wednesday, and then 50s are in the forecast over the weekend and through much of next week. But today, 3.4 inches here at the station, Merrill 3.2. So a healthy snowfall across the area again. We're not quite done with winter yet, but look what's going on. So this is the top 5 snowiest snow seasons in Rhinelander, right? So to make the list, you got to get 91.3 inches of snow. Right now, we're at 83.9 with today's snow. So we need 7.4 inches to make the top 5 in Rhinelander. Now keep in mind, most of this fell back in December and then melted rather quickly. No more snow for us tonight. In fact, that's all pushing off into parts of Michigan. See you later. Behind it, the clouds are really trying to break up right now. It'll likely take a few more hours to do so. There's lots of moisture in the atmosphere. But then our attention turns off toward the west, and here it is. So tomorrow, a nice day. We get this weather kind of in through here. But this thing means business. It's going to be an upper level low. They typically do whatever they want, and it's moving very slowly with lots of energy. So that means a long duration rain event beginning for us late tomorrow night, throughout the day on Wednesday, ending as a little bit of snow on Thursday. Let's walk you through. So here it comes now. See it spinning right there, upper level low, moving very slowly, kind of getting in here on Wednesday night into Thursday. But overall, we have quite a system headed our way. It'll look really cool satellite picture-wise, but make our weather kind of dreary around here with some clouds and scattered areas of rain, likely beginning tomorrow night through Wednesday into Thursday, ending as a little bit of light snow. So precipitation-wise, this thing's going to hold a lot of moisture with it, so we could see locally an inch or 2 of rainfall between tomorrow night and Thursday morning. On top of some snow, frozen ground, localized flooding is possible. And temperatures are going to be critical, right? So today we're melting the snow. We're at 38 right now in Rhinelander, 37 for Antigo, 41 in Stevens Point. You get the idea. Kind of a nice day, although below average day today. Average high being upper 40s. No one is doing that today, but tomorrow, and they are in the 7-day forecast. And look at the heat. There's heat to the west of us. We're talking 70s across the plains right now. They're not coming our way for tomorrow or for Wednesday or for Thursday or probably for Friday, but look at this. There's hope. It's our strategy. 43 tomorrow, 48 for Wednesday, 38 on Thursday. And then look what happens. Saturday, 44. Those are 50s. And once they get here, they're likely going to stick around for a little bit, Sunday to Monday. In fact, here's the outlook for much of the middle portions of April through about the 13th or so. Above average temperatures across much of the state of Wisconsin. Wisconsin. So for tomorrow across our area, mostly cloudy skies, low 40s to the north, maybe touching 50 across the far south under partly cloudy skies. Our forecast then tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies to mostly cloudy skies. Some dense fog out there as well, with low temperatures down near 28. So whatever is wet or slushy will likely refreeze tonight. For tomorrow, all right, here we go. So lots of clouds tomorrow, a bit breezy as that low approaches. Look for high temperatures near 43 with a southeast wind near 25. Then your 7-day forecast on furniture shows the story, right? Tomorrow, 43. Wednesday, Thursday, we're going to get wet, especially on Wednesday. Thursday, some light snow. And then there they are, 50s back in the forecast Sunday into Monday. Nate.
Oh, can't wait. Thank you, Jeff. The State Department has a new cybersecurity bureau to protect the country from online threats. The bureau formally launched on Monday, and it'll put more diplomatic personnel and expertise towards everything from shaping norms of responsible government behavior in cyberspace to helping U.S. allies bolster their own cybersecurity programs. This idea had been nixed a few years ago, and critics at the time said that signaled American disinterest in cyberspace. However, cybersecurity issues have only gotten bigger since then. Former President Donald Trump is endorsing Sarah Palin for Congress. Palin announced on Friday that she is running to represent Alaska in the U.S. House. It's Palin's first campaign for public office since she ran for John McCain's running mate in 2008. Trump released a statement on Sunday describing Palin as a wonderful patriot and a true American first fighter. He said Palin shocked many when she endorsed him in 2016, and he said, quote, "Now it's my turn." Spanish authorities say they have seized a 255-foot luxury yacht owned by a Russian billionaire. The Department of Justice says the seizure was done at the request of U.S. officials. The oligarch in question is said to have close ties to Russian President Vladimir Putin. The seizure also marks the first from a newly formed U.S. task force dedicated to cracking down on sanctions violators in response to the Russian invasion of Ukraine. The DOJ says the super yacht was seized based on alleged violations of U.S. bank fraud and money laundering. Attorney General Merrick Garland said officials will do everything possible to hold accountable any person whose criminal acts help the Russian government. A Minnesota man is back home after being detained by Russian forces in Ukraine for almost 2 weeks. Tyler Jacob moved to Ukraine last year to be with his wife and daughter. Soon after, he started working as an English teacher. After the invasion began, Jacob was trying to leave Ukraine with his family, but Russian forces pulled him aside at a passport check. They detained him in a Russian prison for more than a week before releasing him, and last week Jacob made it back to the U.S. safely. Jacob is now working with U.S. officials and lawyers in the hopes of getting his wife and daughter to the U.S. Sports are often about competition, but they can also bring people together. We'll tell you how some Wisconsin teams are uniting to support disabled athletes. That's next after the break.
You'll always find something new to love at Schrader. From a redesigned gourmet kitchen and wine space, home decor, gifts for the littles, and trendy clothing and shoes.
Schrader's Gifts, family owned and operated. Shop now for the best spring gifts and clothing.
Go with the flow at Dvorak's Docks. Flow from Dvorak's Docks is installed by trained in-house employees. That's right, no subcontractors needed, so your shoreline setup is guaranteed. Get flow from Dvorak's Docks by calling 275-DOC.
Dylan, how's that sofa you can't return from that big internet site?
Honestly, not that great.
Well, Slumberland can help. It's our biggest finance sales event of the year. Just $20 a month will get you a gorgeous sectional, a 3-piece bedroom group, when you spend $1,200 and pay no interest for 5 years.
No way.
How about kicking back in this luxury leather power recliner for just $25 a month? And come to Slumberland Sleep Solutions, where we've reinvented mattress shopping.
For decades, Washington politicians have promised to lower the cost of prescription drugs. But every year the prices go up. Why? Because Republicans like Ron Johnson, and let's be honest, too many Democrats don't have the guts to stand up to the pharmaceutical companies. I'm Sarah Godlewski, and I will. I want to bring practical solutions to Washington. That's what I've done as state treasurer. I'm Sarah Godlewski, and the big drug companies may not approve this message, but I do.
The Menards Garden Center is open. Save 11% at your one-stop destination for all your outdoor projects. Want flowers for your deck, patio, or yard? We've got hundreds of colorful options to choose from. Growing a larger garden? We've got the soils, seeds, and tools you need. Landscaping? Check out our wide selection of edgers, pavers, and patio block. The Menards Garden Center. Let's grow. Right now, pick up a bag of mulch for just $1.75 each.
Wisconsin's pro sports teams, along with the Special Olympics of Wisconsin, will announce a new initiative at the Pfizer Forum on Wednesday. The group is hoping to bring awareness to the Special Olympics programs across the state of Wisconsin. They're also hoping to promote inclusivity, diversity, and equity both on and off the playing field. The Special Olympics program is also hoping that this partnership will help build engagement and funding across the state. The press conference will take place on April 6th at 2:30 in the afternoon. In Sheboygan Falls, an 8-year-old boy who was allegedly assaulted by his mother last week has died from his injuries. The police department have identified the victim as Oliver Hitchcock, who died on Friday afternoon. Bruce Harrison has more on how the community is moving on.
So many people have already been impacted by the little boy's death.
We know that the staff from Sheboygan Falls First Responders, the police department, Orange Cross Ambulance, St. Nicholas Hospital, and Children's Hospital of Wisconsin did everything they could to save his life.
On Wednesday, paramedics rushed him to the hospital. Police now believe he was strangled at the Plank Trail Apartments where he lived. Oliver's mother, police say, has been arrested, but not formally charged. 2 charges are pending with the district attorney: first-degree intentional homicide and attempted homicide. His mother was also taken to the hospital after the assault. According to police, she had self-inflicted wounds.
We grieve with the family. We offer our prayers and our condolences. This is something no family should ever have to go through.
Oliver's father, police say, called 911 and attempted to save his son's life. Family was by Oliver's side when he died in Children's, Wisconsin. This is Sheboygan Falls Elementary School. Oliver was a second grader here, and teachers have been preparing to speak with students next week about Oliver's death. How are you talking to students about this right now?
Right, age-appropriate conversations are really important. So our crisis team has actually been together this morning, and they're still gathering right now to put together the messaging.
The message will differ depending on the age of the students. Counselors will also be available. The city says it also has counselors for first responders and can recommend resources for citizens. The community responded for Oliver. The community is mourning.
And on behalf of the city of Sheboygan Falls, we give the best wishes to the family.
Reporting in Sheboygan Falls, Bruce Harrison, TMJ4 News.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Stone Innovations, Rhinelander, and Plover.
Hey, you guys remember when we went on this trip?
Remember, Daddy, when you helped that nice lady across the street? Remember when you blew up those balloon animals for that little kid's birthday party?
That's how it's done.
Remember when you helped fix the neighbor's satellite dish?
Move to the right.
You think you can help people fight back against insurance companies?
Yes, I can.
The pure vocal talent on American Song Contest is simply irresistible. Watch and vote live.
I love a good competition.
American Song Contest, live tonight on NBC.
Every day I think, today's the day that Toby and I aren't gonna fight.
You guys are gonna make it through this.
Jack?
What's wrong? We can't find Jack. He's not anywhere. Jack!
This Is Us, the final chapter, Tuesday night, 8 Central on NBC.
2 of the most common questions that we get are, what are the design options and are they affordable?
Yeah, it's really affordable. Imagine that having a beautiful bath installed in your home for $70 a month. You don't have to deal with a dangerous bath or a bath that's dirty anymore. You can truly have the bath of your dreams.
And I happen to know that Jacuzzi Bathroom Model brought some great savings. Take a look.
Your installation costs are waived, and we'll postpone all your payments for 1 full year. This is a limited time offer, so be sure to call now and start saving today.
In the military, we call it dereliction of duty. Ron Johnson is supposed to serve Wisconsin. Instead, he served himself. An investigation found Ron Johnson pushed through a special tax loophole that benefited his own family's business. Then he cashed out of the company for $5 million. Ron Johnson has doubled his wealth since taking office. That's a dereliction of duty. Tell Ron Johnson to stop passing tax laws that benefit himself.
At Johnsonville, we ask crazy questions every day. Like, what if we made strips of sausage that look like bacon? Would they taste better than bacon? Turns out 1 in 4 Americans like Johnsonville sausage strips better than bacon. Then we asked, can someone who likes sausage strips better than bacon still be considered American? Then we remembered. You can't spell sausage without USA. Johnsonville sausage strips, better than bacon, and possibly more American.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
Well, as you can see, Jeff is back. Back from vacation. You were in Arizona. How was it?
Amazing. It was 95 and sunny, pretty much 97 on a couple days.
And meanwhile, we got snow
ice,
and rain,
snow,
and it was
yes.
really disgusting. But Arizona,
Don't hate me, please.
I've heard is very nice. I've never been there personally. Did you see any like cool animals out there?
We saw like a gecko, a lizard. Yeah, but that's about it. Yeah.
Well, I bet you didn't see anything like this, so we got to check this out. So this was in New York. A baby seal trying to cross the roadway.
There's some jokes in here somewhere.
I feel like, why did the seal cross the road? I'm sure there's different ways you could go about this, but as you can obviously imagine, police were called. They said, hey, how do we handle this seal coming across the road? Obviously, they were able to get it across to the beach, but still, I've never heard of anything happening like this. I don't know about you, Jeff. But
You would think the seal, it's a baby seal too, I think, right?
Yes,
so
it is a baby
confused.
seal. Probably.
Need a little extra help, and those people were there to help them, so good deal.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk weather, because we got some stuff going on. A goofy week last week, of course, up here, but this week's going to be different. We have warmer temperatures on the way, so what's coming in Wednesday into Thursday, mostly rain, although a little bit of light snow on Thursday. Outside now, the snow we had earlier is all melting with temperatures up near 40 today here on the river. Some sunshine is getting through right now. The sun will rise tomorrow at 6:30. We should see it too with temperatures tomorrow morning hanging out in the low or upper 20s, which means whatever is melting out there now is going to refreeze tonight. But then we have issues, so we'll get the clouds around tonight. Off to our west, our next weather system. There it is right there. This thing means business. It has lots of energy, lots of moisture, a healthy rainfall getting in here on Wednesday. Change over a little bit of light snow on Thursday.
And I notice in the weekend here, we got some mid-50s. I'll take that.
Those are 50s.
It's not
Yeah, we're gonna hold them
mid-90s
right
in Sunday,
there.
but I'll take it. Thank you, Jeff. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here at 6.